Today I'd like to say a few words about corruption. Actually, I'd like to say a few words about sin. In the rabbinic sources, it says that 10 measures of beauty were bestowed upon the world, 9 of them upon Jerusalem. Whoever wrote that had obviously not seen the Holy Land real estate development project in southwestern Jerusalem, which is literally as ugly as sin. It looks like a giant Lego monster from another planet that descended upon a hilltop. The reason why it is literally ugly as sin is that the authorities have unearthed a network of corruption having to do with the bending of zoning regulations and so forth, and have indicted 18 people, including the former Prime Minister Ehud Olmert and the former Mayor of Jerusalem, Uri Lupulyansky, on corruption charges. Now, it may very well be, of course, that these people are as pure as the driven snow. But in fact, the building itself represents something symbolic that is really quite dismaying. And that is that here we have something that is called the Holy Land Project. And this is supposed to be a holy land. What we do in this country is something that Jews around the world should be proud of. But it doesn't always work out that way, does it? This is what my grandmother would have called a shanda for the goyim. What you have instead of a holy land is something that more greatly resembles boardwalk-empire. One of the characters in boardwalk-empire, it will be recalled, is the brilliant Jewish gangster Arnold-Rothstein, who was accused of fixing the 1919 World Series. Rothstein was the basis for a character in the great American novel, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, a character named Meyer Wolfsheim, who by all accounts can be construed as an anti-Semitic stereotype. Scott Fitzgerald, if not in The Great Gatsby, does offer a Zionist credo to live by. Fitzgerald says that the test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold two opposing ideas in the mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function. For example, he says, one should be able to see that a situation is hopeless and yet still be determined to make it better. Now, I think that that is something that can be applied to the issue of corruption, which, after all, in this particular society may in fact be something that is hopeless and endemic. One can be able to face up to all kinds of stuff, be it corruption, be it various political abuses, depending on one's point of view about what's an abuse and what's not, and still retain a fundamental faith in the solidity, the viability, and the future of the Zionist project. And no matter how hopeless things look, to be determined to make them better, I think that we have a lot to learn even from F. Scott Fitzgerald.